Hey kids, welcome back to another fun-filled episode of ZandZ. We are playing the Beginner's Guide. I'm Zach Gray, also known as the Booze Wolf, and sitting right next to me is the ever-explodable...
Is that my guy Shiny? Cheddar!
I would have done an explosion sound effect, but he did that right while I was drinking my terrible, terrible concoction. Anyway, so we're going to keep... I'm actually going to just brush by the nodes. I'll keep them... Doesn't mean anything. I'll keep them here for a second, which is probably long enough for all of us to read them, but just if you want to pause and actually read through them, you can. But yeah, so we're going our way. And Shiny made a very interesting comment, actually, during the break about this being a gamer art. Can you expound on that, actually? Because
it's pretty much a walking simulator, and I will admit, going into this game after having heard about the Stanley Parable, it makes sense that this is what this company would consider a game, and it's definitely a fun, interactive experience.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again.
It's not exactly a game that you would consider a game, not like Call of Duty or not like Undertale or something like that.
That was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
So pretty much what you said in the last episode, actually, yeah. So yeah, but I
called
agree.
That shit.
I agree. Like the cool thing about shortcut.
Oh. Coda, you're no fun.
The cool thing about this game, I'm sure more notes in the real world. Isn't that the fucking truth? Notes like this in the real life.
Awesome.
But it's the whole fact that it's like, is this really a game? Because it's not so much what we normally think of a game. It forces you to go into a path, and while there are other options you can take, overall.
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
I don't know. I mean, if he wants to craft a puzzle that's unsolvable...
That's true, and he has on a few of them. There's a few you mentioned in the past.
Oh yeah, the stairwell one.
And yeah, but it's like it takes you on a story that it forces you to have to listen to and read. And sometimes, like, there's a bunch of cinematic games. I was talking to Shiny earlier. There's a bunch of cinematic games back that have been coming up more and more often. They started way back in the day. I think Heavy Rain was the first one I had truly heard of. But they're all those games are really polished. Like, even though we've been playing Murdered, is like there's something about it that just feels too perfect. It feels too overdone, and you just get bored of it. But games like this that are these sort of like semi-indie approaches, this makes you feel much more of a very
and
real
because there's
human
this dark
connection.
area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together.
The dark space in between.
Elusive bigger picture.
When they mentioned that earlier, they're talking about here. You can stop in the dark space in between.
Yeah.
Because they can't go back.
Unless they can't solve the puzzle. In which case, all they can do is go.
What the hell is that?
Is that shooting?
That is typewriters.
Oh. Oh, the lamppost.
Oh god. I actually have a big issue with this sort of scenario.
Right there.
Oh no.
Let us out.
Oh.
Let us out.
No, I don't like this. I don't like this.
May to June of 2009.
I was 20.
Woo!
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Yeah, we're not stopping now, dude. We're invested.
Seriously.
Break the glass down.
Break the glass.
Who did that? Who dat?
So this game's called Porn Stars Die 2.
Ready? Hump. Oh god, there's a well.
Oh god, is this like the ring?
There's a something.
It's gold. Shiny!
It looks like an end to a building that should be on something, but isn't. Oh.
Ooh, hello.
That well's really disconcerting. Fucking grudge and
Bubbles!
Bubble!
Oh, it's like the ring. The ring.
Exactly.
Where?
I wonder if we can trace when The Ring came out in the U.S. I wonder if it's anywhere around that time.
I don't know.
Because one of my exes back in the day, actually, when I first started college, she was really into The Ring, and that would be around this time.
Oh god.
I won't name names, but
like,
you already
this
know.
is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly
I
interesting.
am The Ring.
You just
We're
walk to the
in
end
the
of a
well.
hallway.
Quick, gotta
for
make a
some reason,
VHS.
Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's going to start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Interesting.
Oh.
There's nothing there.
How bad? My furniture ought to go in the center of the room. Okay. Center of the room, I say, put a giant hole in the ground. That is not a hole.
giant hole.
It is technically. What do you want?
Oh, it's gonna.
It's gonna make it the way it was. No matter
Yeah.
what. Your turn.
Let's put a big picture of a horse.
You dick.
Close enough. You know what? That's a horse.
That's a horse.
For you, Coda, it's a horse.
Tesla coils. Close?
Yeah, it's fucking light. And a table. You need a table. We already have one.
Where exactly are you from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making a difference.
Tables were invented in 1935. Thank you very much.
Done.
Damn right.
Whoa! It's all the choices they're talking. Oh.
The assets.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
It's all the he's literally building a game based on only the assets.
Whoa! I tried.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
From the outside? Hello. Please
Wow, well, way to call it, Shiny. Jesus.
God, I love me.
This guide will enable you to escape.
Follow the instructions. Each step. Oh boy. This is fancy.
First, click on the table.
Whoa.
Good. Go over to the photo frame and click
To
it.
turn it slightly. Which, I guess that one? Now turn the floor lamp off. Okay. Then turn it back on.
That photo lamp, right?
Oh, he didn't say Simon Says, so he lost.
Fuck!
Now go to the left side sofa.
God damn it. No Simon Says. I know better now. Dick.
Touch the shelves. These shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will not open. Return to the start and be taken back to your prison.
Nope.
Fuck you. He keeps putting those 3 holes there.
Yeah, I wonder what the 3 holes are about.
Return. Reverse, reverse.
Crisscross. Charlotte Brown. Okay. This is...
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
Oh.
Here's
Coda's
a
kind of a
version where
dick.
there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
Whoa.
Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen.
Jesus.
Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And
Something
for
across
what?
from
Like, at
this
what point do you just go,
turnaround?
What?
maybe there are game
door.
ideas other than this prison that I could be working.
Oh shit.
Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense
Hey, it's what you
against
fell down
yourself.
earlier.
Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he
Like?
likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Interesting. So he constantly recreates using the same assets until he eventually hits on something that he likes. The games are small enough and short enough in scale so that he can constantly keep doing this without taking an exorbitant amount of time, because this apparently only took him the span of a month or 2.
Yeah. Well, yeah, basically, because it was made in June. The TARDIS! Sorry.
Possibly. That's the
I
prison.
don't know. Well, no, it's a lamppost, so
Being
you have your
Doctor's
freedom.
companion.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
That is creepy as fuck.
That, oh. Lamp or... It's in a ring, isn't it? We have to go save Donna Noble.
Dr. Donna.
Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Sorry.
Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped prison. Hello, Beep.
You're me?
I am
Dot,
mini
dot, dot.
you.
So you're trapped in this prison too?
Maybe. If I was a
It's a
furniture.
conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows.
3.
But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
That's where I am right now.
I'm so glad to know that I eventually get out.
What's it like to escape?
I guess my turn.
Yep. It's very interesting. 2 of them are the same almost.
I'm gonna speak how I think Coda would speak, and I'm sorry if this makes me a terrible person.
Being here sucks. True, maybe I only like things once. It was comfortable. But don't you feel excited? Okay.
I don't believe the first one's Coda, because he always just gets rid of it and moves on.
True. But the thing is, he doesn't really strike me as someone who's comfortable with it because he's constantly.
So we both agree on 3?
I guess so. Even though it doesn't really match the conversation.
This is history, kid. Shiny and I just agreed on something. Yeah, and what happens when you have it?
It's the only thing keeping me going. Excited doesn't really do it justice.
Whoa, the third one's creepy.
Let it ooze into your
Wow.
flesh with a nice candy.
Oh. Your turn to choose, man. Wow, this game, dude.
I guess 2. Because he seems like someone who will tell you something nice.
You're hitting the numbers for your responses on a dial. It changes for 1, 2, and 3. On the phone, on the payphone.
Yeah, it's been beeping all the
I
time.
didn't realize it was changing tone.
And did you get a call from another version of you when you were trying?
No, I didn't. I think I'm the first person called out. And how?
Can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. To get out of these pieces.
You need to tell me how you feel right now. Just talk.
I'm gonna go with 3. Talk with me for a bit. Because that was it.
That's what he wants. To talk.
No, the narrator is the only reason you got out.
That's true. What, you think it was him?
I think you switch roles with the narrator in this regard, and so now you have to talk with this person to get them out.
Let's see. It will make sense. Listen, or I'll go with 1.
I wonder which one I'll pick.
I felt the feels on this one, and then you just came out of nowhere with that. That was amazing.
I can see why he
Wow.
considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay.
I guess we picked good.
Wouldn't
Yeah?
that be nice?
Loading, August. Ah, you took a break.
Yeah, I guess. For at least a month or so.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Blasphemy.
A fucking disaster. Oh man, and we'll see that fucking disaster next time on ZandZ.
Next time on ZandZ, Zack and Shiny try to make it through this game without crying, because something tells me,
The sads are upon us.
we're gonna be a blubbering mess by the end of this.
Cheers, kids.
Cheddar.
Well, at least there's a nice little apartment in the distance.
I see lights.
I think we're in a cave, John. We're in a cave, Jonna.
I said, hey, I'm sorry. It was the only option that I could pick, and we've been like, oh, which number should we go? I'm like, I don't get a fucking choice.